do you stop halfback draws? Running cover 4 or other zone, how do you stop halfback draws? So let's, we'll pick a play and then we'll run through stopping that. I think there's one in this. Also got it in. So call cover 4, and we'll talk about H draw.
Okay, so here's a halfback draw. So this is what you want to show, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead. So the halfback draw, what makes it so effective is it is pass blocking, and the game looks at it and goes, oh, it's a pass play. But obviously it's a run. That's the whole purpose of draw. Okay, this might be, what I'm about to say might be new news to some people, but it also, I know when I first heard it many moons ago, I was like,
yeah.
I didn't understand it, didn't comprehend what I was hearing. So here's the thing. There are different blocking assignments based on the play you're running. And I know that, like, I know you know that, and I know a lot of the advanced players in here know that, but if you're new to the game, and you're new to becoming a competitive player, you have what's called pass blocking, okay? And then you have what's called run blocking. I know this is very basic, and some people are going to be like, Gibbs, you're an idiot. That's fine. I feel like for the 10 people that might not know this, I want to explain. So, pass blocking, your offensive linemen, unless they're in like a two-step drop or unless they're in a cut situation,
Yep.
they have their first step backwards, okay? So that's a tell, like a defender would look at that and say, okay, I now know that they're passing, right? So then they drift into coverage. Now, if it's a run play, or, we'll get to this in a second, if it's a run play, offensive linemen will typically make their first step forward and they become the aggressor because it's a run, it's a more quick developing play. They don't want to sit back and wait for a guy to come in. They go after and attack the defensive line. And they look to set the block, hold the block, let the runner get through. Play action. So let's take this account. What is play action, Farls? Well, you fake the run.
I think you're going to run.
Well, what do you get then when you have a play action? What does the offensive line do?
Run block.
They fake a run block. They fake being the aggressor
Yep.
and attacking. Okay? Now, when you pass, again, what do?
Pass block.
Got it.
Drop back.
So think of it this way. What is a halfback draw? A halfback draw is like the play action. It's like of a pass.
Ah.
That's the purpose of what a halfback draw is. So why is a halfback draw effective? Okay, well, halfback draw is effective because if you don't have enough defenders, I don't want to say blitzing, but attacking in a pass rip situation, and you're not enough defenders filling gaps, they drift away because they see in theory, they see the offensive line step back, and then they drop back into their pass assignment. Okay? So I want you to go back in this replay.
Yep.
Let's take a look at this.
Especially cover 4.
Yes.
Why it's not good defense against halfback draw, but it's a really good run defense, and we talked about why, but we'll show you. We'll explain again.
So I think that was my user guide, but if you rewind it. So take a look at this. Snap the ball. See your offensive linemen, they're not being the aggressor, they're kind of like kind of chilling, like waiting for a guy to get there, and then they go. Look at the deep safeties and linebackers. See how they're drifting and they're not attacking? Well, that's because they're like, oh, it's a pass.
Yep.
So this is what makes a halfback draw effective. If you want to counter the halfback draw, you've got a couple options.
Okay.
You can obviously run commit. And it's not a great option. Okay. Now the next thing you can do is you could blitz all your linebackers. Okay. I'm not saying this is what you want to do in every play.
Right.
But if you're on this halfback draw now, go ahead. Halfback draw. Guess what? Caged.
Yes.
Why?
They're blitzing and it's pass blocking, so they blitz.
They blitz. So you're going to have all your defenders shoot a specific gap. Now the next thing that you could do, I think that we would both say run commit too drastic.
Yes.
In every down situation. A global blitz of all your linebackers, probably too drastic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then my next recommendation for you to stop halfback draws, blitz from depth. Okay? So in this instance, we have a specific play where we're going to blitz from depth. Now the next step I want to tell you, blitz from depth. So that means a linebacker, not a defensive lineman. Blitz from depth. You want to make your defensive line as compressed as possible. Okay? And what that means is, okay, can I pinch my defensive line? Can I crash them down? What I want to do with a halfback draw is I want to force the halfback draw outside of its strength, which is the core of the offensive line, and I want to funnel the run out wide where the rest of my defenders are, and I'm going to force a receiver to make a block on a defender. Okay, so that's what I want to do. So a defense here looks like that, and see how things get muddy, and that's exactly what you got to do. And you know what? You outstuck the defender there, and you made a play. But that's what I want to try and accomplish. We'll show you that again here one more time. So if I have this here, I have my defender blitzing there. I would maybe use her like this, halfback draw, back of the ball, go, and see how it's muddy.
Yeah, I wanted to get out to the right, and I couldn't.
So that's the difference here. I want to show you this. If I don't blitz that defender, and if I just blitz these 3 guys crashing down, if I just blitz these 3 guys like this, if you go snap of the ball here, you'll see the extra blitzer from depth.
Ooh, that
guy kind of got in there, but the extra blitzer from depth doesn't help lapse the run in the middle of the field. That's my goal of how I'm trying to slow halfback draws.
You could also not play cover 4.
You could also not play cover 4.
Cover 4 is great run defense, and show them why it's great run defense. Because the defenders that are not... See how those guys have the graphics when he brings up the run fits? Those guys are playing the run. Cover 4, they're playing the run. So, they don't play the pass run, which is the draw. But they would play the regular run, that's why it's good run defense.
Yep.
So that's why people bring them up in the box. So that's how it's the best run against cover 4 because it counteracts what cover 4 is. So you could not play cover 4.
Yep.
And that's going to help you go against a draw too. Same rules apply though. You want to make it muddy.
Man to man is a good defense too because your middle linebacker that's matched up on the halfback kind of tracks him.
Yeah.
So like this defender here almost like blitzes in a way like he play like he's not going to drift like watch the snap of the ball like on the draw. He'll kind of like hover like see how he's like kind of like he doesn't drift away but even if you were to pass he'd still play man. So it's kind of like a best of both worlds. Like man-to-man, clearly a pretty good defense to slow down draws, especially if you get up here with the user, right? Like, work pretty well.
And belly of the beast.
Bang!
With the user. Okay, that's how you can stop halfback draws in Madden 18. Bam! You could also put a QB spy that could drop some guys over the middle. That's a good call by Captain Kate.